Good morning. How long does it take to get pre-approved for a loan? That's what we're going to discuss in just a few minutes. So we're back. Bex is back from vacation.
I'm back.
And I'm back from Florida, as you can see in the background. So just we'll get a quick market update for this week, give you a snow report. It's going to end in 2 weeks. I think most of the resorts are already starting to get ready to close.
Are they? Okay.
But last week we got over 30 inches. Last 7 days, 28. For the season, we're over the 500-inch mark, which is really good. So 506. They said over the weekend the skiing was incredible. So if you want to get your last little bit of good spring skiing in, now's the time.
Yeah.
Got 4 really good resorts. I can be up at a resort in 20 minutes. Pretty amazing.
So. And the sun's out, so
yeah.
Get up there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bex, market report for this week.
Rates are looking good. We're at about 7.375 right now. True rate, advertised rate, you're probably seeing 6.75. That's with the buy down. On the FHA side, we're looking at 6.25, and with a buy down, you're looking at 5.75, 5.875, somewhere around there.
Good time to get an FHA loan, seems like.
Yeah, rates are good.
Yeah. Well, I know in the past we have talked about what's the difference between pre-approval, pre-qualified. Bex, a lot of people get scared, right, when they hear, oh, do I have to run credit? You know, how long does it take to get pre-approval? One thing I just want to say before Bex kicks in, this happens every day, so it's not as scary as you think, especially if you have good people in your corner. So can you just let everybody know how long, relatively, how long does it take to get pre-approved?
Yeah, so typically we can get you pre-approved within 24 to 48 hours.
That's amazing.
If you give us income documents, we just need pay stubs. We need sometimes W-2s. If you're self-employed, we might need some taxes from you. And then we need to review your credit. That's going to give us the clearest picture of what your income looks like versus what your debts look like. And that's going to allow us to help you set your budget for what kind of home you can purchase. So as long as you're cooperating and able to get us those documents, we can get you pre-approved pretty quickly. And it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. If you get pre-approved before you start shopping, you're going to save yourself heartache. And you're going to save yourself time on the back end. If the seller wants to close really quickly, we can make that happen if you're pre-approved versus having to try to get all the documents after the fact and try to make sure all the pieces line up. It's a lot faster to get pre-approved.
Because as the buyer, you're already pre-approved. Now you just need to pre-approve the house that they're going to buy. So it's quick. It's much quicker.
Saves a lot of steps after the fact.
So, okay, everybody's worried about credit. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't touch my credit.
Yeah.
I know in the past you used to take a big hit. Nowadays, if you do run credit, what's the hit on credit and how long does that credit check last?
Yeah, it's a lot more reasonable. I mean, you have to understand, if you are responsible with your credit, you're making your payments, you're managing your credit, you're aware of what's on your credit, yes, it's going to drop your credit score temporarily for a month, and then it'll bounce right back as long as you're continuing to make those payments. So you don't need to stress so much about pulling credit. The biggest thing is you don't want it pulled all around town.
Right.
You want your lender to pull it and review it and have a comprehensive look at it, and then you're all set from there. And it's good for 4 months. So as long as you don't go out and buy a big new vehicle or close a bunch of accounts, that credit pull is good for 4 months. So that allows you time to shop for that perfect home for yourself.
So it's not as a big of a deal as many think.
No.
So just remember that, right? 1 month's going to affect, just don't do anything.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy a house, you really don't want to make any big purchases anyways.
Correct.
So just let her run the credit. She's going to know, and you're going to know, and you can get pre-approved much faster.
And it'll give you so much more peace of mind.
Right.
It's totally worth it.
Okay, so real quick, if you are a W-2 employee, what documents you need? I know you mentioned it, but W-2.
Yep. You need 2 years of your W-2s, so the most recent 2 years, and then 3 pay stubs and your driver's license. That will give us a good start on things.
Pretty easy. 2 years of W-2s, 3 pay stubs, and driver's license.
Yep.
If you are self-employed, what documents do you need?
Typically, we'll need 2 years of your taxes, all of your taxes. So if you file personal taxes and you have business taxes, or maybe you have a couple different schedules through your personal, whichever way you file, we'll want all of those tax forms for the last 2 years.
So you're going to have to be in business for 2 years.
Correct.
Just remember that, or have to find another way to get you a loan.
Yes.
So if you are self-employed, that's one thing you want to keep in mind, 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thanks, Bex. Good information. Again, any questions that you have, please don't hesitate. Reach out.
Let us know.
Again, we offer that free consultation. It's helped a lot of people out. So have a great week, everybody. See ya.
Thanks, guys.